Hey guys, welcome to my Amazon FBA book selling adventure. Some of you guys know that I just started selling books on Amazon again, and I thought it'd be cool to give you guys some insight into my journey. I'm going to try to do weekly vlogs, maybe one or two a week, and just give you updates. I'm going to share with you numbers at the end of this video that I've started tracking. I'm going to share with you all my hits, all my strikeouts, my wins, my losses, just everything I find. I'm also going to keep track of how much time it's taken me to do all these things, how many scans I'm having to get, what it takes to sort of put in the effort to get an Amazon FBA book selling business off the ground. My immediate goal is to try to get up to 100 listings per week. I think it's realistic given my area and the amount of inventory that I can source. You may have a different goal if you want to join this journey with me. I'd love to hear from you in the comments down below. Leave me a question or a comment, or just let me know if you're going on your own journey and what that's like. I'd like to hear how you're doing it and what you're doing. I'm going to be using ScoutIQ to evaluate the books and scan them. I'm going to be using Accelerlist to list the books and send them into Amazon FBA for the most part. I may do some merchant fulfilled if I make some buys that don't turn out to be quite FBA ready. But for the most part, I'm going to be doing 99% Amazon FBA. I'm going to need to sell books probably at least at $11 per book to sort of make this worth it. Any less than that, and it really won't be worth it from a standpoint of profitability and fees. My cost per book is going to be kind of interesting because when you go to yard sales and places like that, you can get books for 50 cents or $1. Library sales, you can get them 50 cents or $1. Goodwills are more like $1 to $1.50. And then occasionally bookstores will be even higher than that. So I feel like my price is going to land maybe around $1.25, somewhere in there. We'll see what that looks like over time. But I'm going to just kind of keep track of that. Like I said, there's a spreadsheet at the end of this video you'll be able to see where you can tell exactly what I've done so far. Obviously, I'm just getting started, so there's not a lot of data there. I've been fooling around with this for a few weeks now just to sort of get my sea legs up under me, if you will. I'm hoping to keep these videos short too, around 10 minutes. Sometimes they'll include hauls, sometimes they'll include processes, sometimes they'll include equipment we're using or software that we're using or all the above. So just be ready for a little bit of everything. But it's going to be fun, guys. I'm going to try to get to, like I said, 100 books a week. It's going to be my initial target for how many books to send in. I'm trying to get at least $6 profit per book. That's going to be a little bit challenging with the way I've set up the parameters. But, you know, it's something to shoot for, and we'll evaluate and change that as need be. So, again, leave me a question or comment down below, and watch as we take this journey together. You're going to get to see me go to some yard sales and estate sales, or at least talk about what I found there. It's not very long, and let's get right to it. All right, so it's Saturday morning. It's about 6:45. I'm hitting the yard sale trail. I'm going to see what kind of books I can get today. I've got my bins set up there in the back. You can see them back there. So I'm going to keep things sorted out as I get them in, and we'll see how many books we can pull today. I'm going to hit at least 4 community sales, or 3 or 4, and then hit maybe a couple of estate sales too in the early morning, and I'll keep you guys posted. Right, so sale number 1 is done, community sale. I only went to about 3 or 4 houses in here. A lot of the houses didn't have any books, I could tell. But I found these 4 books, which actually I got for $1 each. A little bit older couple was having a sale, and he had read all these books. They were great. Even some of the ones that I passed on were still probably pretty good. But those 4 books should bring in about 30 bucks profit. And so I've only been here about 20 minutes or so not too bad. I'm actually going to head to the next community sale and see how it goes. I've only scanned about 20-some books so far today, but it's early and we got a lot more sales to go. On to the next one. Okay, so that was my first estate sale today, and it was absolutely insane. There must have been, I don't know, 50 people in that house, and it was a tight quarters. The hallways weren't big, the rooms weren't that big. It was nuts. I think the people who lived there maybe were fans of, or actually were of the Jewish faith, because they had tons of books about Judaism and the faith and things that were pertaining to Jewish culture. So I found like 3 books you can see here. Not huge profits on these, but probably somewhere around $20 total profit between the 3 of those. Only paid $1 for each one, which is good. That's kind of the going rate. I've only scanned about 25, 26 items today, so not too many. My yard sale app, and here's a little tip, always check addresses and make sure the app and the sales are up and running. I went to 2 sales which probably took like 30-35 minutes of time that were not even going. And I don't know if it was a problem with the app or what. The address was correct. I checked the address in my maps and so on, but the sales just were not happening. I don't know if the app had an old sale up or what was going on, but it's really having some sort of issue today, at least for me. So those were both busts. I didn't see really any sales along the way either. I was looking for sales I could go to along the way, just I could find a sale here or there. But I've got 6 books already today, probably somewhere around $45 profit, I would guess. A couple of these were higher, especially that first sale. Guy had some great books. I'm going to hit probably a Goodwill today as well. There's one that I haven't really scanned yet. They should have maybe 600 books or so. So I'll get a lot of scans in on that. I'm keeping track of my scans, my stops, and so on, just to kind of get an idea about what it's going to take timing-wise. But it's only 8:45. I got started like about 6:45, so I've only been going a couple hours. And with wasting 35-40 minutes of time, that's actually not that bad. So I'm definitely optimistic. The next place I'm going to go is probably that Goodwill. I think they open in 15 minutes, but if not, I'll hit some other yard sales that are around. So we'll see what happens. All right, so just got done in the Goodwill. Took me 30 minutes. I scanned about 225 books. They actually had a lot of their book section was pared down. I'm not really sure why. Normally they have a lot more books than that, but it was actually a lot smaller than normal. I found 6 that should net somewhere around about 40 bucks or so. So not a huge haul by any stretch of the imagination. But you know, the totals are growing and I'm learning this game. I'm learning where to go, what to scan, how to get items. So far for the day, I've gotten 6 at Goodwill. I got 4 and 3 at the 2 other sales. So I'm up to 13 on the day. I really want to hit this 100 in a week. I think it's absolutely doable, but I've got to be smart about it and hitting, you know, just the right locations. And we'll see if I can do that. Saturday's the start of the week for me now. We'll see how many scans it takes me to get there. So far, I think I'm at 4% accept on the day, which is about normal actually. And you know, I'm just going to keep plugging away at it. The day is still young. I can still hit a few more sales and so on. So we'll see what else I can get. All right, guys, so here is the haul from today. I picked up 6 books at Goodwill. These are either $1.06 or $1.50, depending on if they were hardback or softback. So not too much money spent there. I picked up these 3 books at an estate sale, and these were each $1, which is a great price for books, obviously. If you can get even cheaper than that, it's better, but $1 is not bad. And then I also picked all these up for $1 at a yard sale as well. So I paid $3 for this one because the lady wanted 5 and we ended up negotiating. But so I got 3 books, 4, 5, 6 books here, 3 here, and which is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 books on the day. I mean, I'd hope to do a little bit better than that, but given that I ended up going to a couple stops that weren't really stops on because the app was screwed up, I'm actually happy with that. My goal is going to be to go after 100 books a week and to send all those in on Fridays. So this is the first day of the week. I'll probably take tomorrow off, but we'll see. And then I will hit it again on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday and try to get that 100 books in a week and start building up my inventory. So that's my results from the sales, and I'll give you some more updates as I kind of figure out some of the numbers behind all this. Okay, these are my scan numbers and accepts for the day. You can see I did 349 scans. The vast majority of those are at the Goodwill store that I went to. Probably 85% of them were there. I had 15 accepts, which is a 4% accept rate. And from everything I've seen, they say that a 3 to 5% accept rate is about normal. So I'm pretty happy with that overall. I would have liked to got a lot more scans in today. But quite honestly, given that there just weren't a lot of sales around me today, and I wanted really to make today about estate sales and yard sales, I just don't know that I really could have found much more inventory than I got. So hitting the one Goodwill did help out a little bit with more scans, but there just wasn't a lot of volume out there. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to share with you guys during each of these videos is just where I am in my totals. So I'm going to have a lot of transparency around this book scanning adventure and book selling adventure. So I'm going to record each day exactly how many scans I did, how many I found, how many that I sent to FBA. Now, sending to FBA is probably just going to be a once a week thing, so you're not going to see a number here every day. How much I spent, how much the average cost is per book, and I'll add one up here too for the average overall. The total that I sold and the total sales dollars that equaled, so the number of units and how much I sold them for, and I'll probably put an average over here as well. I'll kind of build out some more metrics as we go with this, but I thought I'd start with just the basics so you guys would get a good idea. Basically, you're going to be able to follow me along this journey. There will be some days when I won't do anything here, but you'll get to see those as well. I'm going to update this as a vlog maybe once every 2 or 3 days. I'm not going to do every single day, but I'll just kind of share with you what I found. So hope this series of videos will be good for you guys. Maybe they'll be inspiring. Maybe they'll be depressing. I don't know. But in any case, they'll be real and they'll be exactly what I'm doing. So you'll get to see how I grow this business and what it looks like and what kind of work it takes. So take care, guys, and talk to you soon.